Ellen DeGeneres did a segment where she responded to an anti-gay pastor who wrote an article about her. Let's watch.
You know, I've told you this before. I don't usually read anything about myself. I don't look at the tabloids or the internet unless it's about me being pregnant, and then how else would I know? You got to find out. But I heard there was an article written about me, and I would like to address it right now. It's a pastor who wrote an article for the Christian Post where he accuses Hollywood of having a gay agenda, and said that Ellen DeGeneres celebrates her lesbianism and marriage in between appearances of guests like Taylor Swift to attract young girls. Okay, let's just break this down. First of all, I'm not married. I'm married. That's all. And Larry, I don't even know what it means to celebrate my lesbianism. I mean, well, I guess I do. It's like that. There. I'm gay. So in the article, the pastor criticizes a lot of TV shows for promoting gay agendas. He says that Glee has over 5 characters. Modern Family had a gay wedding. Anderson Cooper boasts about his homosexuality. If you ask me, Larry's watching a lot of gay TV. His solution is for parents to encourage their kids to watch classic TV shows like Little House on the Prairie and I Love Lucy. It's not like I Love Lucy is a great example for kids. She's shoving all that chocolate in her mouth. That's not good for kids. And then I did some research. If you don't think Lucy and Ethel had something going on, explain this picture right here. What's going on? I mean, that's not gay. That's all us gays do, is we get a garbage can lid. Larry, the only way I'm trying to influence people is to be more kind and compassionate with one another. That is the message that I'm sending out. I don't have an agenda. I'm not here to brainwash anyone, but listen to the sound of my voice. Attention, youth of the world. I want you to live your lives being exactly who you are. Be true to yourself. The most important thing is to be true to yourself. The second most important thing is that you wear Ellen underwear and only Ellen underwear.
I love it. More of that, please. It's very rare. It really is rare that you have, you know, people who are super big-time celebs, A-list celebrities, that get involved in politics in that way, where it's like direct responses to arguments made about certain topics. But I want to see that more often. I really, really like it, because I don't think that Ellen or Beyonce or Taylor Swift or Jay-Z or Justin Timberlake, I don't think that these people really know just how gigantic they are and how much influence they have. Rightly or wrongly, you can make an argument, hey, I wish we didn't have such celebrity worship in America. Fine, that's a separate conversation, and a different conversation for a different day. I might agree with you on that, but those are the facts as they exist right now. And they know they have sway, but I don't think they realize just how much sway they have. Like, when you look at the Twitter numbers, I mean, comparing, like, your average celebrity to a member of Congress, not even close. The people who are affecting policy have less of a real following and less rabid support than your average celebrity does. So the way you change minds and eventually change policy is through a cultural shift. And you can get a cultural shift through moments like this. Look, a lot of accepting gay people, which is now, it's becoming more and more widespread, a lot of that had to do with people who were gay and are famous coming out and saying they're gay, and then people went, oh, well, I have nothing against Rosie O'Donnell, for example, or other people. Well, that person seems perfectly lovely. It turns out gays are not monsters who want to teach our children sex tricks. Whatever it is, you've heard all the backwards, insane arguments that they make. So when people feel like, oh, wow, they're just like us, they go, oh, what are we doing here? Really? We're going to discriminate them against them in law? And that's the argument. The argument is, how are you going to look at somebody like Ellen and say, yeah, I don't want you to have the same tax rights. I don't want you to have the same Social Security rights. I don't want you to have the same contracts as straight people do when they get married. I don't want to treat you equally. You can't win that argument anymore, man. Back in the day, people won that argument because it was the culture, and we were so used to it in the culture, and we were just operating off of momentum. That's how we did it for so long, and a lot of it was tied to fundamentalist religion and this idea that it says it in the Bible, so it must be true. Yeah, but it also says do slavery in the Bible and ban interracial marriage and that the world is flat and seven-headed dragons exist. So we're getting to a point now where there's a cultural pushback against it, but the more we push back, the better, because that means the faster we'll get change. So remember, last year was the case that it wasn't a majority of states that had legalized gay marriage. Now we do have a majority of states that have it. But it's not all 50 yet, and there are still 29 states that allow people to get fired if they're gay. The business owner could just say, look, I'm uncomfortable, you're effeminate, get out of my store. They kick you out of their store, they could fire you if you work for them. So we still have a long way to go, never mind the world struggle, which is 83 countries throw you in jail if you're gay, and about 10 countries kill you if you're gay. So we're not done yet. And this makes a world of difference when people like Ellen stand up and speak out and use comedy and satire to mock the people who disagree, because look, their beliefs are mockable. So let's mock them until we get the right policy.